It's time now for the Kill the Can podcast.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Kill the Can podcast. As I typically do, unfortunately, I have to start today's episode with, "It's been a little while." I do apologize that it has been a little while in between episodes. I have been on kind of a whirlwind these last couple of months since the last episode. I've had a lot going on in my personal life. All good, nothing bad, nothing to be concerned about. But there are reasons why I have been unable to record episodes of the podcast. As I believe I have said before, I have 3 boys. My oldest graduated from high school. And so if you have high school age graduates, you know just how time-consuming and busy this kind of period of life is, right? So between end-of-year trips, between finals, graduations, graduation parties, getting ready for college, and kind of everything that comes along with that, that's kind of has added an entire layer of complexity to our already busy life. Just this past weekend, we had his graduation party, so we had, quite a few people over to the house. That started kind of the hoopla and whatever started on Friday when the tent was delivered. I had to build the tent, set up the tables, set up the chairs, and then it ended yesterday evening with me taking apart the tent and the chairs and the tables and all that kind of thing. We had a wonderful celebration for my boy. We are very excited. We actually have to have him off to college in late August, the 22nd of August, and then he starts on the 25th. In addition to kind of all of that graduation hoopla, my middle son, who is a junior going into his senior year, he's a baseball player. And his team made an incredible run. They made it all the way to the state title game. He is a pitcher. He pitched. He was a starting pitcher in the state title game, which, for those of you that have athletes, to be a parent of an athlete is a very nerve-wracking experience. We all want our kids to do good, right? And especially to be the parent of a pitcher. He is a pitcher only, so he only pitches once every 5 days or so. And so the days that he's not pitching, I just get to go and enjoy the game. And of course, the days that he is pitching, it is a remarkably stressful day. In the Elite 8, he pitched a complete game no-hitter, which was amazing. So that was to send his team to the Final Four. And then during the state title game, he pitched another gem, a complete game, no walks. He gave up 3 hits, and he gave up 1 unearned run, and they lost the game 1-0. It was the first time all year that his team was shut out. But I could not be more proud of that team. I could be not more proud of him. And so it was an incredible run. So in addition to all of the graduation stuff that we had going on, we had a very deep run into the state playoffs that took a lot of time and emotional energy and those kind of things. And then for my youngest son, my youngest boy, he does drama and plays. He had himself a play as part of a summer camp that he was going to. He had his play performance on Friday evening, and it was amazing. He did wonderful. We are so proud of him. And so anyways, I tell you all of this. These are kind of some of the reasons why I have been absent from the podcast. I have still been posting roll every single day. I've been trying to be engaged in the forums, but coming up on 19 years of freedom for me that is still one of those things that is a daily occurrence for me, and it is very, very important, even some 19 years into my quit. I tell you all of those stories about what's going on in my personal life, not because this podcast is about me. This podcast is about quitting dip, remaining free from our addiction. And I tell you all of those stories and all of those stressful things to tell you that in all of that time, I did not even consider having a dip in any of those times. I was actually thinking about it last night. I said, wow, I haven't recorded an episode of the podcast in a while. And, oh, by the way, it never even crossed my mind in all of those times. You know, graduation specifically, there was a ton of people, of his classmates, as many people do, that were smoking cigars when they graduated, you know, after the ceremony. Never crossed my mind. I never said, oh, I would really love to have a cigar. I would really love to have a dip, those kind of things. And I think that's a massive testament to the Kill the Can community, to the relationships that I have formed over the years, post and roll, making a daily promise. It absolutely works. So if you're listening to this and you are struggling, you're early in your quit, you're going, oh my God, this is not worth it. Oh my God, I'm never going to get to the point where I don't crave. I'm not thinking about dip all the time. How am I going to get back to real life? How am I going to get back to living a tobacco-free, addiction-free life? I'm here to tell you it is absolutely possible, because I just came through a very, very, very busy and stressful phase of life, and I didn't even consider it for one moment. So I wanted to thank each and every one of you that I walk this walk, and I work this program, and I live this tobacco-free existence. I am eternally grateful to all of you. Coming up on the podcast in a future episode very, very shortly, I'm really excited. I've got a couple of pieces of audio that I'm going to share with you with permission from fellow Kill the Can members that I think you're really going to enjoy. Again, this podcast is not all about me, so I'm really pumped. So probably the next episode that I bring you, and I will probably bring it to you next week, I got to do some editing. You're going to hear from some other Kill the Can members with some really kind of cool, in my opinion, really cool things about their quit and kind of how it pertains to their life and those kind of things. So that being said, thank you again for joining me, and it is an honor to quit with you today. We'll talk to you soon, quitters. Have a good one.
Join us again next time for another edition of the Kill the Can podcast.